It had been a long journey just to get to this point. And with every step, the stakes were raised. The press wanted to gauge our confidence level. As I stepped away from the mic, I knew the next time we stepped onto the field would determine whether we kept going or vanished forever.
Today, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Offensively for Carolina, Teddy Bridgewater will be at the controls, the talented quarterback out of Louisville.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Six yards on the pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Carolina.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He's going to use his legs.
Bridgewater.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. 15-yard line. Jeremy busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
It's second down and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Been good from Pinheiro. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let...
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The fullback. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
5-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon, and no room for error here as his first punt. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And This is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here. In front of his intended target, incomplete.
Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 48 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. 3rd down here.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Of 11 on the play. 1st down, Carolina.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This is the 4th and final game here on this wildcard weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it's the Arizona Cardinals who are not done yet as they knock off the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wildcard game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the 3rd quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. They juked him, and a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and this, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it, make them do it again.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And this one is incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Touchdown will count. And this one through the uprights and good. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And out now come the Seahawks. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful.
It's caught inside the 25. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of space and audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a hard to do.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time.
Being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Bridgewater again. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
And the Panther first down.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Bridgewater. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Bridgewater now. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Curtis Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
The kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance, and let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Wow, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point, it's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it.
They got his man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We can call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And here now the offense heading back out there. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
And as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a first throw here in overtime. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
We'll call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them.
And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
27, Panthers 21.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.